When patients come in to see us, they're intimidated, they're fearful, they don't connect with us. They want to see a doctor, but they're afraid to relate to a doctor. Even myself as a patient, and I am a patient as well, when I see a doctor and they walk into the room, as it happened yesterday when I was at the doctor's office, I said, "Hi, doctor." He goes, "No, call me Stu." I go, "Okay, doctor." But I still couldn't do it because I wanted him to be a doctor, because if he was a doctor, he would know so much more than me. He'd be able to take better care of me. Well, by knowing more than me and being able to take better care of me, I respect him, but I'm also intimidated. And I wasn't able to call the guy Stu. I kept on calling him doctor. But after we connected for a while, I started talking to him. I still didn't call him Stu. It's sort of like if a priest or a rabbi comes in and goes, "Hello, Rabbi. Hello, Father. Now, please call me by my first name." Because I have patients that are priests or rabbis, and I tend to call them by their title because they seem to have like that aura around them. Well, as a doctor, especially as dentists, we have that aura. People are scared to death of us. And one of the things that they're scared of is they're scared of the unknown. Most people are intimidated because they're fearful. Fear is a driver of most human emotions. And that kind of fear is really scary for us. And scary for us as both patients and sometimes scary as doctors as well. So what do I do? When a patient comes in to see me, I try to connect with them. They go, "Hello, doctor." I go, "Call me Mike." And if they want to call me Mike, they can. If they want to call me doctor, it's fine. It doesn't really matter at that point. But after I develop a relationship with them, they can either call them, either one is okay. But we're going to be at that level where we can connect. And how do I connect with them? I say to them, imagine that I am the Wizard of Oz. You remember Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz when she was there with the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion and Toto, of course. And they got to, the Yellow Brick Road, and they finally got to, Oz. And the wizard was going to give them a heart or brain or courage and bring Dorothy back to Kansas. The wizard was making all this noise behind the drapes, and they were scared. And finally, he pulled the drape open. And guess who was there? It was just a man behind the curtain. And that's all we are. We're just human beings behind the curtain, the facade that we put up there to protect us sometimes, from becoming too close. That facade that's there, it protects us from getting close to patients and becoming vulnerable. You can't connect to somebody if you're a doctor, but you can connect to someone if you're Mike, or if you're Joe, or if you're Jose, or Mary, or Tina. That's how you connect. You connect by becoming another human being. By removing that veneer, saying, "Listen, I'm just a human just like you. I've been to the doctor also. I have had dental care. I've had medical care. I've been to a cardiologist or whatever. I can connect with you as another human being." That's really important. That's key. It makes you vulnerable, but in that vulnerability is true strength. The strength comes from being able to be vulnerable so that you can show the patient that you've also had that problem, and there they can relate to you. Yes, I'm just the Wizard of Oz. I'm a man behind the curtain. I know a lot about periodontal disease. That's really all I know a lot about. I'm only an expert in that one field. And by sharing that information, the patient goes, "Okay, thank you. Now we can talk. Now we can connect. And now together we can make the decision that's in my best benefit." Because as a doctor, when I look down and tell people what to do, they're scared. They just want to run out of there. So the best way you can be the gift to your patients is to be vulnerable. Remove the drape, remove the curtain, walk out from behind that facade and say, "Hi, nice to meet you." But you have to be able to connect there, and you got to take your time. You can't do it quickly. It doesn't take much time. It just takes a minute. It's this much. "Nice to meet you. How can I help you today?" And then the conversation starts. So next time you're in a dental office and you're seeing some of your patients, or if you're a physician, a medical office, be the gift. Tell them you're just the Wizard of Oz. You're just a man or a woman that knows a little bit more about something that they don't. And then you can truly help your patients. Have a great day, everybody. Remember, be the gift.